Hey guys, welcome back. It is that time of the day. We are reading the book of Genesis, one chapter at a time, and we are on chapter 9. If you want to find the other books, you can just find them on YouTube, exactly where you found this one. You might have found this on another social media platform. I'm not really sure, but you can always just go to YouTube, look up hashtag Jesus is a DJ, and you can find all kinds of stuff that I put on there. All right, let's get started. Then God blessed Noah and his sons, saying to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you will fall on the beasts of the earth and on all the birds in the sky, on every creature that moves along the ground, and on all the fish in the sea. They are given into your hands. Everything that lives and moves about will be food for you. Just as I gave you the green plants, I now give you everything. But you must not eat meat that has its lifeblood still in it. And for your lifeblood, I will surely demand an accounting. I will demand an accounting from every animal and from each human being too. I will demand an accounting for the life of another human being. Whoever sheds human blood, by human shall their blood be shed. For in the image of God has God made mankind. As for you, be fruitful and increase in number. Multiply on the earth and increase upon it." Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, "I now establish my covenant with you and with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that was with you, the birds, the livestock, and all the wild animals, all those that came out of the ark with you, every living creature on earth. I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all life be destroyed by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth." And God said, "This is a sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all living creatures of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all living creatures of every kind on the earth." So God said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant I have established between me and all life on the earth." And this is the rainbow that we see in the clouds, guys. It is not a symbol of pride. It does not stand for homosexuality. It is a sign of a promise that God made to not just humans, but also all living creatures, because he destroyed everything. And it is a sign of the covenant I have established between me and all life on the earth. That is what the sign of the rainbow is. The sons of Noah who came out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These were the three sons of Noah, and from them came the people who were scattered over the entire earth. Noah, a man of the soil, proceeded to plant a vineyard. When he drank some of its wine, he became drunk and lay uncovered inside his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father naked and told his two brothers outside. But Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it across their shoulders. Then they walked in backward and covered their father's naked body. Their faces were turned the other way so that they would not see their father naked. When Noah awoke from his wine and found out what his youngest son had done to him, he said, "Cursed be Canaan. The lowest of slaves will he be to his brothers." He also said, "Praise be to the Lord, the God of Shem. May Canaan be the slave of Shem. May God extend Japheth's territory. May Japheth live in the tents of Shem, and may Canaan be the slave of Japheth." After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. Noah lived a total of 950 years, and then he died. I really do believe what God is saying here. I mean, obviously, he's talking about, in chapter 8, he lays down the covenants. He lays down promises and things like that, and orders. And he tells us in 9 to go forth and be fruitful and to multiply. He tells us that he promises he's never going to use floodwaters to destroy the entire earth and all of the creatures at one time. So we do still have floods, obviously, and he's just going to make sure that we know not to be afraid that that's going to happen again, because he intends to do it in a completely different way next time. And then he tells us about respect. Everything that we do is a test. Every action we make, every decision we make to make an action or lack thereof. And because they're the only people there, it is very, very apparent, not just to God, but also to the people of God. And namely, in this situation, Noah, what people are doing. And when they are disrespectful, when they are disobedient, when they are breaking the laws of God, people are going to know right away. There's no distractions and there's nothing to hide, nowhere to hide from one another. So when these brothers, when the youngest brother humiliates his father by not only finding him naked, but also not covering him up after he finds him naked and hiding him, he leaves him naked and then goes and finds his brothers to also hopefully shame him together. He wants to point and laugh. And this is not okay. This is so shameful. This is awful behavior. I mean, in every way. It's not so much about seeing him naked. It's the fact that he did it to humiliate him. And you just don't do things like that. And because he did that, his father cursed him. He cursed him to be the slave of his brother and his other brother, and said, he put one brother above the other and then the other one below both of them, and said, you are going to have all of this and you're going to have all of this, and you're both going to be great in your own way, kind of like, Cain and Abel. And then Cain and Seth. And then he says, you and your children and your children's children will be slaves to Shem and Japheth. And that is Canaan in a nutshell. So I look forward to seeing you guys for chapter 10. I hope you enjoyed this.